This aspect of my major design project is the main design for the Modulhex unit. This is the second attempt I've had at it, as the previous attempt was minimally detailed and could not be completed due to said lack of detail. Now, as you can see, this element here is the multi-story version of the main Modulhex unit. It is designed to allow for multiple stories to be constructed, multi-story buildings to be constructed using the unit. This is the main Modulhex unit. The main exterior supports are non-modular in design. But this element I'm clicking on at the moment is, on the other hand, modular and can be fitted within small gaps in each of the corners of the main Modulhex unit, which can be seen where I'm zooming into now. Alongside this, the walls of the Modulhex unit are also easily removable and customizable. As you can see, here is a demonstration of the interior walls being constructed, alongside multiple other examples of the exterior wall, including different door widths of 200 mils, extension from the side to 820 millimeter wide doors, to over 1000 millimeter wide entrances, in order to allow effective customization of the interior of a design's layout. This is an attempted combination of the different unit elements. It is incomplete, unfortunately, but it does provide a decent picture of what it would be like when the units were properly added up together to form a proper design. These are the options for the external walls. This design I'm clicking on now, and this design are just normal entranceways and walls, which are meant to be non-modified, whilst these designs here are made to act as both segments to make balconies of designs, or just to add a porch. The porch makes sure to follow the Australian standards for railings, as it will not allow for an infant's head to fit through it. And overall, yeah. So that is the design of the main Modulhex unit. Thank you for watching. This is another aspect of my major design project, namely this is the half-hex design for the Modulhex system. Unlike the regular hexagon, this is designed to fill in gaps left by the regular hexagons, with each of these units having a long running edge rather than a complete hexagon, in order to provide extra aesthetics to a design of a building. Unlike the conventional Modulhex unit, this design instead relies on a different connection system for parts of its design, primarily in regards to the new larger wall. As you can see where I'm currently zooming into, there is a segment which the wall will slot into, with each of these aligning to the bottom half, or the very bottom section of each of these main designs here. As you can see where I'm trying to zoom into currently, just there. Now, similar to the normal Modulhex unit, there are a variety of different walls on offer for use. There's the regular wall, which can just be used to provide a proper balcony-like area on a single floor design. There is a two-story slash normal railing option, which, like the main Modulhex design, is designed to code standards. There is the regular wall, which does not have windows and would be more ideally used for structures which aren't allowing for a lot of natural light in. On the opposite side of that, there is the regular one with walls. Both designs are very similar, but yeah, it allows for different tastes to have different uses. This is an attempt at constructing the unit using the different parts. As you can see, there is a ceiling segment, which is similar design to the base segment, but does not rely on support structures. Two internal walls alongside indentations for the actual segments here and here. The walls would most likely be either made out of wood or reinforced concrete for this design. Same goes to the main Modulhex unit as well, but alternative materials would be able to be used based on future developments. Yeah, this is the two-story version of it, which allows for two segments. It allows for it to act as both a roof and a ceiling at the same time. Unfortunately, it is doubly thick, but that allows for materials to be placed inside of the design, such as wiring, plumbing, and all that jazz. This is the roof design, like seen at the bottom of that, except flipped up so you have a proper view of it. And then this is the main Modulhex unit design for the half-hex segment. Obviously with the same connection methods here and here, like the normal Modulhex unit, alongside these segments for the internal walls and external parts. This is a alternate version which can be used for exterior designs, which shrinks down this segment to a smaller size. Allows for much more customization of the components. These are all of the internal wall designs on offer. Here is all the internal walls. These are the external wall options. And yeah, all these elements would come together to form a single part of the unit. Thank you for listening. This is one of the completed designs for my major design project. It is the medium house. All design applications and parts also apply to the large scale house, which is also included in this design project. This is what a potential end result for a house constructed out of the main Modulhex units. I was unfortunately unable to furnish this design like I originally intended to, but I'd rather get this completed on time. Basically, the Modulhex units wind up attaching together to form the basic design with the half hexagonal units, which can be found here, here, back here as well, right at the back of the design, and here filling out the gaps. Unfortunately, it does result in it becoming a full hexagon. This is a potential limit in regards to its overall aesthetic properties. And yeah, but it is still a fairly useful design. In order to be able to apply all these textures, I have exploded this entire model. Unfortunately, that has turned it into a large series of different surfaces. This means that parts will disappear, but it still gives you a good view. These are the aforementioned segments, namely the balcony segments, which have both a normal variant for the main Modulhex unit and an extended variant for the half hexagonal unit design. These, as you can see, are being used to construct a balcony for this design with black stucco, such reinforced concrete being used for the external parts, and galvanized steel being used for the external and internal supports on this segment. On the internal elements of the building, on the other hand, just let me move up to the ceiling where I can delete elements of it away to provide a better view. If we go, just delete that. As you can see, the internal walls are comprised of a separate, also stucco with wood underneath. The interior walls can be made out of material, for both the large and medium house designs, they can be made out of wood, reinforced concrete. Basically, whatever material can be shaped to the minimum requirements of the unit, as long as it's 1.65 meters long in some to 1.5 meters long in parts, it will work effectively for this design. Now, the walls are designed to interlink with the main little support structures, which I will highlight here. Basically, these externals, not on the outside, they use external, but these act as the internal supports of the structure. All of the walls, such as this one and this one in both the large and medium house designs, interlock, allowing for the effective development of a proper connected model. The same connection method is also used for the external elements. And yeah, so overall, the large and medium house designs are not the world's most environmentally friendly due to being constructed out of concrete and steel, which are not very practical for that purpose. But they are very sturdy and hard materials and would allow for the development of multi-story designs. I originally was going to complete one, but ran out of time towards the end of this project and was unable to complete it. So yeah, this is the medium house. You can definitely see inside. I was not able to necessarily texture all design elements like I originally intended. But yeah, I did what I could. So thank you for listening.